Background.
Hey everybody, this is Joseph Pasek and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to Wildcard for Thursday, November 27th. If people in the States are watching and listening to this, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Week 13 will kick off today with 3 games. This is two-time Emmy Award winner. With me is Mark Everett Kelly. Mark, we were just chatting. He said, you are not a holiday person. You don't have some turkey. You go to the Stampede there, the corral, and don't they serve you food? Aren't you? You're getting free food. Come on.
Yeah, they're closed tomorrow.
Oh, they're closed tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody gets a day off.
I don't. We're doing shows. So
okay.
Thursday football.
I don't mean everybody, meaning you. I mean.
Yeah, because I'm the president of the province of Canada, the mayor elect of North America. Soon to run for the mayor. What town are you in?
Fort Payne. Well, now I'm in Rainsville. Yeah.
Rainsville.
Rainsville. Like
Rainsville, Alabama. I already have one vote, me, but I don't count. All right. Are you ready for 1 p.m.? The traditional Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. And this game should not be a bad game there. Detroit's favored by 3, but Jared Goff always lays a small egg against Green Bay, even though the game's in Detroit. What do you expect?
The Packers came, they struggled a little bit against Minnesota, and then, how the Lions wound up beating the Giants. If I'm the Giants, I gotta wonder how are we losing these games?
That's why everybody in the Giants got fired.
Yeah, but at least they're not getting blown out. It's just it's kind of like, it's coming. No matter how well the Giants played the first half, and they played really well. James Winston played excellent. Yeah. But that wide receiver had like 300 yards by halftime. They were moving the ball up and down the field on Detroit. Looked like Detroit wasn't going to be able to come back, and they do. But then so did Chicago, and so did the Broncos, and so did the Packers. So it's like take your pick. With the Giants, they're still 2-9, and they got the same record as the Jets. It's pretty sad for those people. If you listen to sports radio in New York, they don't know what to do with themselves. But anyway, getting back to the Lions and the Packers, the Lions again are supposed to be one of the top teams. They're not as good as the Rams, obviously. They lost to the Eagles. So, and they were in a struggle and fight for their division. I figured they were a lock to win the NFC North. But the Bears have really surprised everybody, and it's going to come down to, the Packers got their claw in it too. But the Packers have a tie. The tie screws everything up. That's why I hate a tie. But anyway, I think the Lions are better than the Packers. And the Lions, remember, we used to be suffer watching them play because every year they stunk. And the year when they didn't win a game, and this is like our penance for Thanksgiving. You always knew you got a bad game, at least one bad game on Thanksgiving, because the Lions were always playing. But now they're better, and now is the time where they win games like this on Thanksgiving, so people can celebrate while they're eating their turkey in Detroit.
All right. Well, you're saying Detroit will win, and will they cover by 3?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So let's get the doozy of the game on Thursday is the 4:30 game. Kansas City travels to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Kansas City coming back and winning in overtime over Indianapolis to prolong their season. But if they lose to Dallas, they just prolonged it one more week. So who do you pick in this one? Kansas City favored by 3.5 into Dallas.
Yeah, well, both teams had their comebacks last week. No one expected Dallas to come back from down 21, but they did. And that's the kind of thing that worries me about the Eagles too. It's like, how could you allow that to happen? Blow a lead almost going into the half against the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I think they made their trade, a couple trades at the deadline, so they're better defensively. But this is which team is underachieving more this year? The Chiefs don't have to prove anything to anybody. They've been good for forever, and the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl for 30 years, and every year they're supposed to be in it. But I think that just being at home again, we're going to see just what the Chiefs are made of. If the Chiefs are going to go to the postseason, they're going to come out and they're going to put up 35, 40 points on the Cowboys. They're going to expose their defense. They're going to take advantage of the matchups because you can on Dallas, at least you could before. And if their defense is that much better, this is going to be their real first test. We'll see what Quinton Williams can do against the Chiefs. If he can get any pass rush, if he can stop the run, whatever, he's going to need to do it because the Chiefs, now they got to win out, really, to put themselves in position with. You look at the other teams that are involved in the AFC, including your Buffalo Bills, vying for the wild card.
All right. So are you calling the Chiefs to win?
I am.
All right. Well, I think, this game is a toss-up for me, especially with Dallas coming back and the way they beat the Eagles. They were down 21-0. They won 24-21. They did not allow a point after that. So, and this is, big rivalry, a Thanksgiving. Dallas, Detroit always play. And basically, Detroit's Dallas is at Detroit next Thursday. That's something to hold off on, let's see. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. Then the Sunday, used to be Sunday night, but Thursday night game, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 7, and it looks like my namesake, Joe Burrow, will start and will play for the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got in this one?
But you saw the Ravens really struggle against the Jets in the first half last week. They were down 7-0. They managed to get only a field goal in the first half. And then they started off the second half and drive down, score, and then pretty much took over the game from there. And the Jet defense, if you can believe it, the Jet defense has still not picked off a pass. Okay, I watched on Monday night, I watched the Texans pick off the Niners on 3 straight possessions, okay?
Yeah.
And the Jets can't get one pick. So I don't even know what to say about that. That's so hard to believe. They only have 1 turnover on the season, and we are in week 12?
13. This is week 13.
Week 13. So that's just something that's an anomaly that you just can't figure out, like the dark side of the moon. But the Ravens are now on track to win that division. And the Bengals, even with Burrow, I don't really know why he's coming back to play. I mean, if they really want him to, be healed, I mean, the guy gets hurt every year. So why are you playing him in, year 3 and 8 or whatever they are now when you're out of it? I think that's kind of a crazy move for them to make. Baltimore, if they're, I saw them struggle last week offensively about it, as much. They struggled a little bit against the Browns, but the Browns got a good defense. So with Lamar Jackson back, the Ravens are one of the better teams in the AFC, if not the NFL. And I expect them, even with Burrow back, to be able to take care of the Bengals.
All right. Mark will be back for Friday. Yes, Black Friday football, 3 p.m. on Friday between the Bears and Eagles. He'll be back to preview that game. And by the way, you mentioned Black Friday, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the United States who are watching and listening to this. And I know you mentioned their clothes, but go ahead. Let's give a shout out to your buddies there.
Yeah, thank you. I have 2 great sponsors. Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City Auto sales over in Gadsden and Fort Payne. Bobby's a great guy. They've got so many cars available that it'd be almost impossible for you to not find the car that you need. And again, they sit and they get to know you, what you really need. They don't sell you things that you don't need. They're really quality people as well as really good salesmen. And then you have the Cattle Stampede, where I was telling you that they're closed tomorrow. Actually, I just came from there, and they're having a Thanksgiving dinner today, so I had some of that, and it was pretty. I mean, it's good. It's all their food's really good. And Miles, I was talking to him today. he gets off tomorrow, and he's like, yeah, I only get 2 days off a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so it works real hard. They really cater to middle-class families. Last week, we had Crossville's basketball team come in. We're trying to schedule Collinsville to come in next week, and then some of the other schools in the county to come in and visit. And then we do a podcast with them, and then then they eat and everything. So it's a great environment, and it's a family-owned business, small business, and I'm so thankful that I have them to sponsor me and to support what I do. It makes such a huge difference. And for the things that if you want to give thanks for the things you have, those are two things that I really am thankful for.
You have the Fired Up Network, and you have the president.
Yes, I do. I got you, and I got So there's more than that. Yeah.
That's it. So again, enjoy Thursday football, and are you going to have some turkey? Or are you going to go and eat some turkey? Are you going to go to somebody's house, or anything? Or what's, like I mentioned before when we first started out, it's this time of year you're not looking forward to it. But do you have a Thanksgiving tradition? Go out and just watch football, or go out and just eat anywhere or anything like that?
I mean, I did when I was married. We did, and then when I was younger. But no, I mean, it's just, to me, it's just another day. You just got to get through it. It's a little sad, but I mean, I don't have anywhere to. It's kind of awkward, even if I do get invited somewhere, which I really haven't been. It would be kind of awkward anyway. You just miss your family, and
All right, so I'm going to invite you.
Anyway,
take the corporate jet of Fired Up Network,
sure,
and you'll be here for next year.
Okay.
All right. So again, that's Mark Everett Kelly. He'll be back.
But they don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada, but so I guess we will.
Yeah, I know. You'll be here for the whole month.
Okay.
I will even give you a small. You'll come here in October. Mid-October is Thanksgiving in Canada, and end of November is Thanksgiving in America. You'll stay here a month and a half. I'll even charge you a small amount for rent.
Okay. I mean, you got it right.
$1,800, and that's it. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. Thanks, Jim.
All right. So thanks a lot, and hopefully everybody enjoy Thanksgiving, enjoy the football, and Mark will be back here tomorrow for Black Friday football. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Thank you, Jim.